Make sure and stay to the end where I update you after a few hours of wearing it. Okay, I'm back with another fragrance review. This time it's going to be an unboxing. I ordered Bois 1920 Parana. So I have one other Bois perfume. It's the Vol de Nuit. It's an orange bottle, super ambery, very strong fragrance. So this Parana is supposed to be take on the Aventus DNA. Never smelled it. It's only the second time I've ever smelled a Bois 1920 fragrance. The first one, the one that I mentioned, was just a blind buy. It came in a kind of a package deal that I bought a couple of other fragrances as well. So I'm going to see how well this one stacks up to the Aventus DNA. So I ordered this off of Joe. It's going for about 75 bucks, and I see it right now on like FragranceNet. I think that's on FragranceNet for about 95, 100 bucks. So much better deal through Joma Shop. Check them out. I've ordered a couple things through them. Customer service is fairly good, fairly responsive. I'm waiting for an Issey Miyake new release right now, and they've been communicating with me, just saying sorry, their vendor's been taking a while. Offered to refund my money, but it's whatever. I'm an Issey Miyake fan. Plus, it's done by one of my favorite perfumers, Quentin Biche, who does pretty much all of Marc-Antoine Barrois. I don't know how to say his last name, so sorry if I'm butchering it. But he pretty much does all of those fragrances, and he's done quite a few other bangers throughout the years. So here we go. So I also ordered Wood Sage and Sea Salt. Joe Malone, right? Wife doesn't know. Got her that. So here we go. This is the box. Bois 1920. All right. On the back, it says Bottega Italiana Spigo in Firenze Dal 1920. Has the Italian, and then it has the notes in English. So it says, by the union of luxurious leather birch notes with fruity nuances of blackcurrant. There you go, Aventus, birch and blackcurrant, and Italian bergamot. An eau de parfum where the heart notes intertwines with rose, Moroccan jasmine. The bottom is completed by woody and amber notes, which highlight the unique and sophisticated personality of the fragrance. All right. Really nice box, actually. So it is... check it out. I think I looked up to see if there were some reviews on this. I didn't see... I think I saw a few. Most were not in English from what I remember. Nice heavy bottle, all right, you can see. And I did get, what do you call it? I did want to call it Bois or Bois, the French, but it's not. It's Italian. So, go figure, right? They have the backstory. Apparently, grandfather started this company in 1920 in Florence, Italy. They have this story about how he was picking out lavender, which is Spigo in Italian. However, if you look at their first release, it was done in 2005. So the Gallardi family is supposed to have had this line since 1920. Not sure how that lines up to a release in 2005. So it might be like one of those kind of bogus stories, like I'm pretty sure Creed and most of these other niche houses have. Pretty much some of the only ones that do have the pedigree to withstand the stories that they tell are companies like Guerlain and Chanel. Those are some of the older, I mean, Guerlain goes back, way back, so one of my favorite fragrance houses. Anyway, enough rambling. The perfumers for this house are Christian Calabro and Chris Maurice. It doesn't have them listed as the noses behind this creation on Fragrantica. I did a little bit of digging on each one of these perfumers, and looks like Christian Calabro doesn't have nearly the body of work that Chris Maurice has. So it's the two ones that I picked out, or actually just really one other house other than Bois, was the House of Oud. It looks like Christian Calabro has done quite a few of those fragrances. I'll probably put a picture up somewhere of what these fragrance bottles look like. They're really cool. They look like eggs, and I don't know. The bottle design is really nice. I've never smelled any of them. They were hyped up quite a while ago. I don't know if they still are. And then another one that he had quite a few fragrances that he did for is Antonio Moretti. Never smelled those either, so sorry. If you guys have smelled those, let me know what you think. Suggest them. Maybe I'll check some out. Now, Chris Maurice, though, super prolific. I mean, the list went on, and it was almost like an Alberto Maria's body of work. I mean, he had quite a few different houses that he was in. It looked like quite a few were kind of clone houses. I'm not sure. Haven't smelled most of them. I will say some that stuck out to me. Sarah Baker. Sarah Baker was hyped quite a while ago. Not sure if she still is. I had about 4 fragrances from them, or from her line, and then Nishané. So had some Nishané fragrances, and then Xerjoff. I mean, it looks like he might be the in-house perfumer. You guys probably know better than I do. Again, I'm not really versed in Xerjoff. But More Than Words, I have smelled. That's a super powerhouse fragrance, crazy. So he was behind that one. And then he was also behind Alexandria. It looked like 1 and 2. Never smelled that one. And then one that kind of took me off guard was Neanderthal. So I remember those bottles because they look really cool. They look like these. I'll probably put a picture up too. But they look like stone, like old school stone weapons and whatnot. But he did Neanderthal Light. So again, sorry for all that history, but that's hopefully why you come to this channel, for a little bit of different opinion. On the back side, it does have, you can probably, it's really hard to see, but it says Parana there labeled. And ooh, I can smell it already through the bottle. Let's see if it's hopefully not primed. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah. Definitely that Aventus, that Aventus DNA. It's not the same. It's lighter, fruitier. It doesn't have the juicier kind of pineapple. I know there are all these batch variations and all this craziness with just people obsessed. The cap is really heavy. People obsessed with Aventus. I like it. I would not have bought this fragrance if I wasn't trying to get something that smelled like it. However, I don't like paying the prices, even on the black market or gray market, whatever you want to call it, used market. I don't like paying those prices. And I don't like what Creed's done with the brand. So, personally, I'd rather support a company that is not full of themselves and charging $500 for mostly designer fragrances that don't last and have been watered down and mass marketed. That pisses me off. So, yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, yeah, if you like Aventus, you will certainly like this. And for 75 bucks, this is 100 ml, guys. This is obviously a first impressions unboxing. I'm going to wear it on my walk. I do some cardio around the block for about an hour. And by the way, if you guys are into fitness and content like that, go check out my other channel, D Soul Coaching. I'm on Instagram, and I'm on YouTube under my own name, Daniel Solis. So I am a natural bodybuilder. So if you like that stuff, go check me out. That'd be awesome. I'd appreciate and love your support. If not, no big deal. My channel usually focuses on food and some training content. I'm trying to expand it. But enough about that. Back to fragrances. I'm going to go on a walk for about an hour. I can come back and update this afterwards. Y'all saw me do 2 sprays on this hand, 1 spray over here. It's drying down, or like from the opening, you definitely get that Aventus hit, and then it's kind of slowly kind of transforming into a woodier, smokier vibe. That birch is coming out. I lost the sweetness from the blackcurrant. It's supposed to have jasmine as well. Let's see what it says. The notes, it's going to come up on the screen. Birch, bergamot, blackcurrant, cardamom, galbanum. In the mid, you've got jasmine, rose, and neroli. And then on the base, you've got oak moss, patchouli, white musk, amber, and vetiver. I'm mostly getting that oak moss and the patchouli coming through. I'm assuming that white musk may be coming a little bit later. But, yeah, I mean, definitely more on the masculine side. It's Aventus, right? So, women, wear it if you want, but it is going to come off masculine, in my opinion. Alright, guys. I'll come back after my walk in a few hours and give you an update. 2 sprays this hand. That's my right hand. 1 spray this hand. See what my wife says. And see you soon. Thanks. Okay. So, shortly thereafter I cut, I'm going to wash my hands, obviously, right? I'm going to eat a snack real quick. So spraying on the back of my hand, I like doing it for just testing purposes, but it's not going to be a great update for y'all in about an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it on my forearm. Okay, go up here, and you can see my tan I just competed. So spray it up there, 2 there, and I'm going to hit me over here. The sprayer, you guys can see that. It's kind of trash. I'm not a fan. I mean, it's got this like spitting at you. So, what are you gonna do? I mean, if I probably paid full retail, which I don't even know. I think this is probably like a $200, $150 fragrance full retail. Not sure, but for $75, Aventus DNA. Figure why the hell not? That opening, man. Whew, you get that blackcurrant. It is nice. Just for the opening, it's a great opening. So, see you in a bit. Okay, I am back, and it's been about 3 hours. Went on that walk I was telling you all about, and I could smell it throughout the walk. And just to let you know, weather conditions are like 85-ish, 90 degrees, kind of humid. So I'm getting wafts of it, so it's still present, but it's definitely died down as far as the way that it's dried down. It's almost dried down to kind of your little bit of that ambroxan. The middle, while I was walking, I was getting a little bit of those, like the light floral scents a little bit. Every now and then it would waft up and might hit my nose. But outside of that, it's not a huge projection beast or anything like that. It is a fairly subtle fragrance. And wife came home. She's like, oh, whoa, it smells like perfume. So obviously those couple of sprays that I did on camera filled up the house. She smelled it, as soon as she walked in. Wasn't immediately complimented, but I asked her what she thought. She said it smelled good. So I'm not sure if it's one of those kind of like Aventus where you go anosmic to it, so that could be possible. But overall, I think a solid 3 to 4 hours is what you're going to get out of it. I did only spray a couple, like 2 on each on the inside of my forearm. I usually do that, and then I'll usually do chest and stomach. So usually like 5 or 6 sprays in general. But I think that would last, you know, a good 5 or 6 hours, which is plenty for me. So overall, it's got that Aventus DNA. If you like it, you'll certainly like this one. $75 is a bargain in my opinion, and it is a bit unique in the sense that you're not going to be smelling the same thing because most people probably won't pick this up. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.